Romans 8 verse 6. For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace.
Question. Pastor Wind, the myth of the minister, you mentioned that everyone is in God's created plan. Where you used to light a lamp for us, it allows us to see life and ministry more transparently. However, even after years of service, familiar with matters of ministry. But until this very last moment, when you light the lamp for us again, we realize, turns out, even when you're good at ministry, there is still a difference with God's will. For example, the reactivate of the first momentum, meaning the first part of it, it is not yet entirely in accord with God's will. So what's the missing piece? Over the years, you've always been able to unravel God's plan for you on your own. Understanding and explanation coexist. And create a golden ring in each layout. And what is the gain of it?
In my years of experience, looking at history in modern times, God keeps giving new topics to every generation. Think of it as an extensive trial. Let a group of spiritual brothers earn points based on performance in the process. Since this is a fair scoring method, so, the trials are different in each generation, so much so that the Old and New Testaments seem to be two different religions, each holds a different starting point. For example, the faith of Moses' day was murderous, the Lord Jesus Christ is like a scapegoat. However, the blessings and rewards of Old Testament trials, not as much as the trials of the New Testament. In my opinion, over the last 100 years, until the present generation of Christianity, including Christians in Hong Kong and abroad, the trials they go through are the same. Except that the Lutheran test is slightly different, the trials of other denominations, none as severe as the trials of the early Lutheran Church. Even so, when the whole world faced the test, it also missed. Why, they always whisper. Why is Christianity not united? Why are there different sects? To hear them say that, then they know that they have failed in the trial. Because they don't think it's good, so how does that win? It's like going to hell. They've failed in one extensive trial after another. Remember, faith is a test of character, it also enhances character in the process of testing. So, unlike exams that only test knowledge, such as the college entrance examination or the TOEFL, candidates can review and practice previous tests, get a general sense of your abilities and your scores. Because knowledge is limited, whether it's college or high school knowledge, they are all restricted within certain limits. Character is not so, the character can vary, it's about being trained and crafted through experiences of different forms. Throughout the Old Testament, almost no one's experience is the same, however, God's requirements for everyone are the same, it's character. Can you say that Joseph had the same experience as David? David and Samson had the same experience? Everyone's experience is different. There were successes, there were failures, even though Daniel and Jeremiah were both prophets, their experiences are also different. Therefore, to pass the test of character, you can't rely on previous test questions. Even with the Old and New Testaments, the test papers of their predecessors, the modern church still makes a mess of faith, a mess of failure, including churches over 100 years before the founding of Zion, and many pastors and churches in Hong Kong. Therefore, every test God gives, all fair tests, neither repeat nor refer to previous papers. In fact, even if you can refer to previous tests, the character that resonates with it, it will only help this test. If there is a heart of treachery and cunning, avoidant character building, well, this time, you're doomed. Why every test is also about character, even if you read the previous test, without the relevant character, those test papers won't help you either. In my case, how does the Bible help me? because I have relevant qualities that resonate with it, and be flexible. So in Zion, she is the most significant test God has given to this age. Don't make the mistake of thinking that Zion alone had these experiences, so God only tests Zion. No. God tests those who know Zion, and test them with our papers. And yet, we are in it. We became a group that officially obtained high scores. If they are tested only from the side, they can only get a make-up score. And those who don't know how to respond, with 0 or even negative scores, because they attacked us. Romans 8 verse 6. For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace.
There's an overwhelming peace that loves me so deep, more than anything I've ever dreamed. The next thing I know, I'm down on my knees, with grateful tears adorning my cheeks. When the sorrow in my heart refuses to leave, God fulfills it all, every need. Your guidance each day is what makes it complete. I'll hold on to you, follow your lead. Remember your peace. Oh, your guidance each day is what makes it complete. I'll hold on to your follow